That's Mary Edwards with our national anthem, and we are set to begin from Riverside Park at Newton County High School. Here's your lineup for the visiting Berkmar Patriots. Leading it off will be Jason Back in left field. Mike McAllister, the second baseman, will bat second. Nick Curry, the catcher, will be batting third. Matt Edwards in center field will bat fourth. Gerard Horner is the designated hitter. He'll be batting fifth. Billy Bowie, the pitcher, will be batting sixth. Dane Weigel will play third base and bat seventh. Miles Parker batting eighth at first base. And the shortstop, James Eldridge, will bat ninth. Matt Taylor is taking his warm-up tosses. Here's your defense for the Newton County Rams in their sub-region opening game. Around the infield, Sam Allen is playing at third base. Matthew Hires at short. Ryan Allen at second, and Brent Johnson at first. In the outfield, Cale Curtis is in left, Judd Hall in center, and a nice familiar face, Lance Shannon, returning to the lineup. He's in right field. We'll be talking about that throughout the game today. Lance Shannon has missed the last week with a sore shoulder. He injured it diving back into a bag Tuesday against the Walton Raiders, but he is going to try to play today, just shy of 100%. I talked to him before the game, told me he felt like he was about 90 to 95%. And you and I both know that 90 to 95% of Lance Shannon is certainly very productive for the Newton County Rams lineup. And we'll be back right after this break to begin your action, Ram Baseball, here on WGFS, AM 1430.
Your authorized agent for Pactel Cellular is East Metro Cellular. With Oki, NEC, Fujitsu, Motorola, Uniden, and AudioVox cellular phones, East Metro Cellular is your complete communications headquarters. Motorola pagers starting at just $8.25 per month for service. Several cellular phone rate plans. Two-way radios for most all applications. Come talk to one of our trained salespeople about the advantages of cellular. That's East Metro Cellular, 7115 Highway 278 in Covington. Or call us at 786-6796. That's 786-6796. At East Metro Cellular, we'll help you reach your calling.
Help you reach your calling.
We are back from Riverside Park, just a minute or so away from action as the Newton County Rams have their sub-region opener. They'll be taking on the Berkmar Patriots here at Riverside Park. We are waiting for the umpires who appear to be nowhere in sight. I thought I saw an umpire about 5 or 10 minutes ago, but apparently not anywhere in the area. So we are awaiting the umpires before we can begin this matchup between Berkmar and Newton County. And while we do, we'll tell you about this past Saturday when the Rams defeated the Oconee County Warriors, swept them as a matter of fact in a doubleheader. The final score of the first game was 7-1. In that game, Lance Cawthon going 7 innings. He gave up a run on 8 hits. He walked 1 and struck out 4, picked up the complete game victory. The big blow for the Rams, a 2-run home run by Cale Curtis in the bottom of the third inning. Also chipping in hits, Matthew Hires going 2 for 3 with a walk in that game. And Judd Hall, a perfect day, reaching base all 3 times he came to the plate. The Rams won the nightcap by a score of 5-4. They were down 4-1 early in the game, battled back, scoring a run at a time. Then in the bottom of the 7th, with its score tied at 4, Sam Allen walked and advanced to second on a ground out. Ryan Allen popped out to the left fielder. Looked like all hope was lost for Newton County, but then Cale Curtis, pinch hitting for Matt Taylor, was intentionally walked. Then Lance Cawthon, drilling a shot down the third baseline, scored Allen and gave the Rams a victory. Newton County with a record of 9-1. Their only loss was to the Walton Raiders. Score of that game was 13-3. That was almost a week ago. And Saturday, the Rams appeared to have recovered from that loss against Walton. They are 3-time defending South Metro Tournament champs. They won it in '92, then won it with a victory over Mount Zion last year. And this year, advancing to the semifinal round in the semifinals, defeating Jonesboro 6-3, put them in the final game against the Rockdale Bulldogs. Rockdale defeated Morrow 5-4. And in that final game, Newton County bats exploded against Barry Fowler. Rams ended up winning that game 15-0. And this Friday, the Rams take on the Bulldogs away at Rockdale High School. And you know the Bulldogs will want some revenge in that game. We're going to see a good battle there between the Rams and the Bulldogs. Sub-region 8 Quad A South, about set to get underway for Newton County. Last year, Rams began their sub-region schedule right here at Riverside against this same team, the Berkmar Patriots. Jeff Key, with a key hit, pardon the pun, in the final couple innings of that game, led to a Newton County victory as they picked up the win over Berkmar. Rams ended up third last year in their sub-region. And in the sub-region tournament, they take the top 3 teams from each side of the region. Rams, being the number 3 seed on the south, went up against the number 2 seed from the north, the Heritage Patriots, and lost to them. And it's a double elimination tournament, so the Rams had a second life. They beat the Brookwood Broncos, a Quad A South rival, and knocked the Brookwood Broncos out of that tournament. Then they came back against the Patriots and lost to them a second time. And I'm sure in the back of their minds, the Rams sort of want the Patriots back in that tournament, referring to the Heritage Patriots here, back in that sub-region tournament. Rams would like a little bit of revenge there. Seniors and juniors here who were playing last year probably do not forget those 2 games that were played in the region tournament. And the umpires have taken the field, and Matt Taylor continues to take his warm-up tosses. Newton County is a team hitting over 300 this year. Rams only have 2 home runs as a team, most of their power graduating last year with one person, Jeff Key. Key with several homers last year for the Rams, but the Newton County team has managed 2 home runs so far. Cale Curtis hit one on Saturday. Then a couple weeks ago, Judd Hall hit one against Mount Zion. But the Rams as a team, as we mentioned, over 300 for the year, and they have scored 81 runs in their 10 games. If they can continue that kind of production with the pitching they have, they will be in terrific shape here in 1994. Pitching was supposed to be a question mark for this Ram team, but it turned out that the Ram pitching staff was one of their strong points in the first 10 games. Let's hope it continues to be that way. Rams have their ace, if you can call him an ace. Matt Taylor, certainly a good pitcher, but the Rams have several pitchers on this staff who are of ace caliber. Cale Curtis, 5 2/3 innings last Saturday against Oconee County. Nothing against the talent of Matt Taylor. Certainly he's a very talented pitcher, probably one of the most talented on the staff. Jason Back stepping in there for the Berkmar Patriots. And the first pitch of the sub-region schedule of 1994 is set to get underway. Here it comes. Called strike, inside corner, 0-1. Matt Taylor with a good fastball, one of the best on this team. Mixes in a couple of good off-speed pitches now and then. Jason Back, a left-handed batter. Ram defense deep on the right side. Ryan Allen 2 steps into the outfield grass. The 0-1 is a changeup. Called strike on the outside corner, 0-2. Several of these Ram pitchers throw great changeups. Well, Back has seen the fastball and the changeup. What will Matt Taylor throw with an 0-2 count? Moon gives the sign, setting up outside. Here comes the wind of the pitch. Fastball, called strike 3, outside corner. That's a way to start your sub-region schedule, Matt Taylor, striking out Jason Back. And the batter will be Mike McAllister, Patriots second baseman. Berkmar Patriots give the Rams a lot of trouble. They have traditionally over the last several years, more so in their ballpark than here at Riverside Park. Last couple of years, the Rams have gone up there with lots of momentum, looking for a sub-region berth in the region tournament, and Berkmar has put a couple of sound whippings on the Rams up there at Berkmar Stadium. First pitch from Taylor is low to Taylor, the senior, checks his catcher for the sign. Here comes the wind and the pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the screen, 1-1. We gave you your depth charts earlier. We failed to mention the battery. We've been talking about Matt Taylor, the pitcher, and Brian Moon is behind the plate. Rams have a couple of juniors who share time behind the plate. Moon being one of them and Sam Allen being the other. He plays third base when he doesn't catch. Here comes the wind and the pitch. Swung on and drilled left field side, but it's foul. And the count goes to 1-2. McAllister got out in front of one of those changeups. Drove it pretty hard down that left field side, but well out of play. And he's in a hole now, 1-2. The lights are on here. It's only about 5:30, but it's been overcast throughout the day. This game was threatened because of weather conditions, but they're underway. There's a swing and a slow ground ball. Matt Taylor will let it roll foul down the third base side, and the count remains 1-2. Good play from Taylor. Heads up as he let that ball roll foul about halfway up the third base line. 1 ball and 2 strikes to McAllister. Again, as we mentioned, Lance Shannon back in right field for Newton County. Batting average of .640 this year, 16 for 25, and he's got 16 RBIs to his credit, but he's missed the last 3 games due to that shoulder injury. He did have 1 plate appearance against Walton, then removed after the injury. Change up from Taylor is swung on, grounded down the third base side, but foul, and it remains 1-2. Taylor's going to that changeup a lot more today than he has traditionally. Taylor, in his first 10 varsity innings this year, gave up only 2 hits. Those coming on back-to-back singles, pretty harmless singles as a matter of fact. So Taylor has been on fire in the early going. Here comes the 1-2, swung on, hit into center field. Center fielder coming over, trying to make the catch, Judd Hall on the warning track, and he makes the catch for out number 2. That ball stayed up there an extra couple of seconds. There's some wind going around up there, so probably some air pockets messing with that pop fly. Judd Hall had to reach over his head to make the catch as he was at the warning track, but nonetheless, it's an F8 in the scorebook, and with 2 down, the batter will be Nick Curry. Curry stands in, likes to stand way off the plate, keeps that bat close to his body. First pitch from Taylor is a fastball for a strike, 0-1. Interesting to see the batting stance of Nick Curry when you keep that bat close to your body. It's tough to get it out and into launch position. It takes some extra motion, so Taylor should be pumping in the fastballs. There's a changeup, grounded to the third baseman, Allen, who makes the play. Over to first, it gets by Johnson, and he'll be safe. Curry reaching on the error. Error going to be charged to Sam Allen on the throw. It was a low throw. It bounced once and then went off of Johnson's body up into the air about 10 feet, but stayed in fair territory, and Curry staying at first base. He's there with 2 down. Patriot cleanup batter Matt Edwards standing in, looking to keep the hope alive for the Patriots here in the first. Taylor checks the runner. His first pitch low and outside, 1-0. The wind here at Riverside Park blowing straight out to center field. At least it has been in the early going. It's been blowing out to right field a little as well. Stretch and pitch is low, 2-0. Edwards checking his third base coach, getting the sign. Curry taking his lead at first as Johnson holds him close. Here's the pitch. Called strike on the outside corner, 2-1. Taylor has been able to keep the walks fairly down this year. Encouraging sign for a pitcher. There's a swing and a line drive into center field for a base hit. Taylor pumped a fastball close to the middle of the plate, a little bit. Edwards reaching in, hitting a strong line drive to center field, and Berkmar with first and second and 2 down. It'll bring up the DH, Gerard Horner. The Rams' record is 9-1 coming into the sub-region schedule in '94. But as you know from many years of watching Region 8 Quad A baseball, every team in Region 8 Quad A, a tough team to beat. There are no gimme games in 8 Quad A South. Horner standing in there, DHing for David McCollum, who's playing right field. The first pitch is outside, gets by Moon. Here comes the throw to third as the runner's going, and he is out. A good throw from Brian Moon, who has been on a hot streak of his own behind the plate. He's had a little troubles hitting. But in terms of throwing out base runners, he has been on fire. Curry trying to steal after the ball got a few feet away from him. He's caught stealing 2-5. That'll do it for Berkmar here in the first. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base. We played a half inning, Berkmar nothing. Newton County coming to bat. Ram baseball brought to you here on WGFS, AM 1430.
T&L Motors of Covington is announcing their grand opening going on now. T&L Motors has cars, trucks, and vans arriving daily with on-the-spot financing available for those with little or no credit. T&L Motors is located next door to T&L Mufflers, which offers the lowest priced exhaust system in town. Come in and compare our prices starting at $59.95 with custom jobs a specialty. That's T&L Motors and T&L Mufflers located on Highway 278 across from Henry's Fast Loop. Open Monday through Saturday 9 to 6 or call 787-5286, 787-5286.
March on down to Mayfield Ace Hardware for their best buys of the month. 5-star flat latex wall paint, 1-coat coverage, washable, no fading, custom colors available, only $7.77 a gallon. Also, an 18 by 30-inch doormat constructed of recycled tire rubber, deep grooves, channel dirt, and water from the surface, available in champagne or green color, only $7.88. That's the best buys of the month going on now at Mayfield Ace Hardware on the Square and in Newton Plaza.
Campbell Lumber on Emory Street announces new store hours beginning March 28th. We will be open from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturdays. Come by and see us for everything to build anything. Benjamin Moore paints, lawn and garden tools, masonry supplies, lumber, and lots more. Stop by our spring sale March 28th through April 30th for supplies on treated lumber, shingles, screen porch materials, and lawn and garden tools. Campbell Lumber, 786-3412. We are back from Riverside Park at Newton County High School in Covington, Georgia. If you're in the area, drop by. It's an important game for the Rams, as will be 12 of the next 14 big-time sub-region matchups. Rams take on each of the 6 other teams in their sub-region twice each, once here at Riverside Park and once away. Their first sub-region game this afternoon as they take on the Berkmar Patriots here at home. There's no score in the bottom of the first. Here's your lineup for the Newton County Rams. Matthew Hires leads it off at shortstop. Brian Moon, the catcher, will bat second. Sam Allen at third base bats third. Cale Curtis in left field. And moving into the number 4 spot for the second day in a row, Lance Shannon in right field. Good to see his name in the lineup. He'll be batting 5th. Ryan Allen at second base bats 6th. Judd Hall in center field bats 7th. Brent Johnson, the first baseman, batting 8th. And Lance Cawthon, the DH, bats 9th. First pitch to Matthew Hires. Swung on and grounded to first. Miles Parker takes it, moves one step over to the bag, and Hires retired for the first out here in inning number 1. Setting up your defense for the Patriots, Dane Weigel at third base, James Eldridge at shortstop, Mike McAllister at second. Miles Parker will be at the first base position. Around the outfield, Jason Beck in left, Matt Edwards in center, and David McCullum in right. Nick Curry behind the plate. On the mound is Billy Bowie. Right now is the Ram catcher, Brian Moon. Switch hitter batting lefty against the right-hander, Billy Bowie. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. That was a good curveball from Bowie. Rams will be feeling this guy out in the first couple innings, seeing what he's got. What we saw there was a good, strong curveball, though. So good it got away from Nick Curry, even though it was a strike. Moon is batting .324 this year, 11 hits and 34 at-bats. He swings and misses, had an outside pitch, 0-2. No homers for Moon this year. He does have 7 RBIs. He spent most of the year in the number 2 spot. Has a good eye. He's drawn 6 walks. Here comes the wind of the pitch. Swung on, popped up, left field side. Jason Back coming in, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. So Bowie with an easy time with the Rams thus far, but now he's got the meat of the order to contend with. Third baseman Sam Allen will stand in. Allen at .333 this year. No homers, 7 RBIs. His on-base average up over .550. He's also got a very good eye at the plate. He's drawn 6 walks. Most of these Rams very disciplined at the plate. As a team, they've drawn a total of 45 walks. Here comes the pitch. Called strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Bowie dropping in another good curveball. Have a feeling we'll be spending a long time this afternoon talking about his curveball. There's a fastball that swung on and popped up behind the screen, though, and out of play, 0-2. The Berkmar Patriots a little late in leaving Lilburn, Georgia. This game, scheduled to begin at 5, really didn't get underway till about 5:30. Wind by Bowie in the pitch, inside, ball 1. Berkmar got 1 hit, a single from Matt Edwards in the first. Rams' first 2 batters have gone down. Allen standing in, the wind of the pitch, swung on and grounded shortstop side. James Eldridge takes a tough hop, throwing to first for out number 3. Good play from the shortstop, Eldridge, handling the short hop and making the third out. The Rams go down 1-2-3. We head to the second, no score from Riverside Park. Ram baseball right here on WGFS, AM 1430.
A personal computer should be as individual as the
Back from Riverside Park in the top half of the second, Gerard Horner standing in to begin the inning. Taylor's wind, his first pitch, is a called strike. Dropped in a curveball on the outside corner, 0-1. It's Horner followed by Bowie and then Dane Weigel for the Patriots here in the second. Horner was standing at the plate. Nick Curry gunned down 2-5 as he was trying to steal third base on a ball that got a few feet away from Moon. 0-1 pitch is low from Taylor. A ball and a strike to Gerard Horner. Horner, as we mentioned, DHing for the right fielder. The pitcher Bowie on deck batting for himself. Here comes the 1-1, swung on, weakly grounded back to the mound. Taylor bobbles it once. Now he's got it. Sidearms over to first for out number 1. And with Horner down, Bowie will step to the plate. Bowie, a left-handed batter and a right-handed thrower. Something you see quite a bit of now. The opposite of that, a left-handed thrower and a right-handed batter, a very rare occurrence. Outside of Ricky Henderson, very few people in the majors even throw left and bat right. Taylor's wind and his pitch outside for ball 1. But you see many batters who throw right and bat left, several on this Rams team. Here comes the wind from Taylor and the pitch. Swung on and fouled down the left field side, 1-1. Ryan Allen out at second base, throws right-handed and bats left-handed. So does Chris Acox. There's a couple of Ram, those being Matthew Hires and Brian Moon. Here comes the 1-1 outside, 2 balls and a strike to Billy Bowie. Matt Taylor undefeated as a starting pitcher. Most of the Rams team are undefeated as starting pitchers. 2-1 pitches outside, 3-1. The only pitcher that is who has lost for the Rams in '94 is Judd Hall in that game against the Walton Raiders. Bowie stands back in. Here comes the wind and the 3-1. Swung on and popped up center field side. Long run for Judd Hall. He's not going to get there. It bounces in. Cale Curtis will have to get it as it fell over Judd Hall's head. Here comes the throw to second, and the runner in safely. Billy Bowie with a double, a stand-up double with 1 down. That ball hit into left center. Judd Hall had a long run, but it bounced once and bounced almost straight up. It bounced over Judd Hall's head. Cale Curtis, thankfully, backing up. That's where your fundamentals come in. And Curtis, with the backup, was able to get the ball in and prevent Bowie from going any farther than second. Time is called. The batter is Dane Weigel. The Patriot third baseman bats from the right side. And the Rams will have to contend with that runner out at second base with 1 out. Key for the Rams to get on top early. To do that, they've got to stop the Patriots. Here comes the pitch. Called strike with the fastball, 0-1. Fairly good crowd here at Riverside Park, considering the weather conditions. The weather reports had said we were not going to play this game. Some people might have believed that and stayed home. Taylor checks the runner at second. Here comes the stretch. And the 0-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Looked like a changeup, 0-2. Taylor looks like his changeup is on tonight. So he'll throw that more often than the norm. Ryan Allen holding Bowie close at second base as he takes his lead. Pitch is swung on, fouled into the Berkmar dugout, and 15 young men go scrambling in all directions. But everybody's okay. It's 0-2. Here at Riverside Park, they've got open dugouts down the lines. Dugouts are level with the playing field. And so a good strong line drive over there will scare some folks. That would not hit hard enough to do any damage anyway, though. Dane Weigel stands in, stands close to the front of the box and closes his stance quite a bit. Might be looking for that hole at second base as Allen overcovering the runner. Swings and pops one up, foul, first base side. Moon and Johnson give chase, but it falls out of play. Still 0-2 to Dane Weigel, who's been staying alive here with the 0-2 count. On deck, the Patriot first baseman, Miles Parker. Patriots had a minor threat in the first inning. They had first and second, but they had a runner caught stealing third. Bowie leading. He's in scoring position with 1 down. Taylor stretch. Here comes his 0-2 offering. It's a changeup, but it stayed high. 1-2, and Moon will go out to talk to his pitcher. Rams sub-region opener against the Berkmar Patriots. They play Wednesday against the Clark Central Gladiators. The Rams will fly through their sub-region schedule. In a matter of only 4 weeks, they will play those 12 games against all 12 sub-region opponents. And of course, WGFS will be there live for every game that we can broadcast. Taylor stretch, he checks the runner in the pitch, swung on, drilled into center field, bounces in front of Hall for a base hit. The runner will be held at third. Hall's throw in is a good one. It's cut off by Johnson. First and third for the Patriots with 1 down. Sharp line drive into center field. Hall was able to charge, and the Berkmar coach holding up. It was a good throw in. First and third, and Taylor needing to bear down now against Miles Parker. We'll check the Ram defense here with 1 down and runners at the corners. Johnson holds the runner at first. Sam Allen just a few steps from the line at third. Defense at double play depth up the middle. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, grounded right back to the mound. Taylor goes to second for 1. Hires on to first. Double play. 1-6-3 and beautifully turned by the Rams and ends a big Berkmar threat here in the second inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. We head to the bottom of the second. No score from Riverside Park. Ram baseball right here on WGFS AM 1430.
Snapper announces its Great Price Fall, a national savings event that offers you a chance to bag a great deal. Coast to Coast Home and Auto in downtown Covington is now offering cash discounts, half-off accessories, and free financing on all Snapper walk mowers, riders, and tractors. Once you've bagged a great deal on your new Snapper, you can bag your leaves or mulch them for half price. That's right, take half off your choice of either a single bag grass catcher or a Ninja mulching kit, featuring the unmatched Ninja Blade. Then throw away your rake. You'll watch your leaves disappear as you mow. And with approved SNAP credit, you don't have to pay a cent until April. Interest-free. Ask your dealer for all the details. Act now. Get down to Coast Home and Auto in downtown Covington and get in on Snapper's Great Price Fall before it's too late. Get down to Coast Home and Auto on the square in downtown Covington.
Hair, skin, and nails for men. Essential nutrients formulated for a man's vital hair, healthy skin, and strong nails. Because today, more and more men are taking control of their own health and well-being. Hair, Skin, and Nails for Men by Future Biotics utilizes the latest developments in nutritional technology to provide the perfect foundation for a man's good health and well-being. To find out more about Hair, Skin, and Nails for Men and all your other nutritional supplements, go by the Family Health Food Store in Newton Plaza.
We begin the bottom half of the second inning from Riverside Park, Newton County High School. Rams send Cale Curtis, Lance Shannon, and Ryan Allen against Billy Bowie here in the bottom of the second inning. Rams versus Berkmar Patriots. First up is Cale Curtis. Bowie's wind and first pitch taken for a strike, 0-1. Cale Curtis at .389 this year. Just moved into the number 4 spot on Saturday and responded with a 2-run home run. Here's the wind, the 0-1, taken high for a ball. Curtis has that home run to his credit this year, his only homer of the year, 5 RBIs. His on-base average also over 400. The wind, the 1-1 is outside. 2 balls and a strike to Curtis. No score here in the bottom of the second inning. Rams turning a very timely double play in the top half. First and third and 1 down. And on a grounder back to the mound, 1-6-3. And that did it for the Patriots. Curtis swings and misses at the 2-1 offering. And the count goes to 2-2. Bowie so far has done everything in his power to keep the ball away when pitching to Cale Curtis. Curtis stands in. Here comes the wind and the 2-2. It's outside and low for ball 3. On deck is Lance Shannon. It will be interesting to see how Shannon responds. He's been out of the lineup for a week with an injury. Hopefully he'll be at 100%. Curtis swings and misses. Going down, that's the first strikeout for Billy Bowie, who did an excellent job of spotting there, kept every pitch outside against Curtis. And Cale going down on strikes. That will bring up the senior right fielder, Lance Shannon. Shannon, as we mentioned, at .640 on the year, no homers and 16 RBIs. Bowie goes into the wind. Here comes his first pitch. Called strike, outside corner, 0-1. At least Lance Shannon got injured early in the year as opposed to being injured sometime during the sub-region schedule. Rams hope that he'll be at 100% within the next few weeks. There's a swing and a ground ball through the hole between first and second, and the hot hitting continues. Lance Shannon doesn't miss a beat. Another single, leading the team in that category. That's his 13th single of the year. He's got 17 hits. That's also a team high. Shannon has also got some speed. You wonder about his stealing ability. He injured his shoulder. He was instructed by the Georgia Tech trainer not to dive head first, either base stealing or playing in the field. So he could be a little bit more tentative on the base paths here this afternoon. Ryan Allen is the hitter. First pitch is swung on, bounced into left center field. It will fall in for a base hit by the left fielder to the wall. Lance Shannon will round third, headed for home. Allen at second base will turn and make the turn and be caught halfway between second and third. He makes it back to second as the throw comes in to Dane Weigel, the third baseman. Lance Shannon scores, and the Rams on top early by a score of 1-0. Ryan Allen picking up RBI number 7 of the year. That's his 5th double. That's a team high. He just passed Shannon for the team lead in that category. Allen has had a couple of shots to left field that have almost gone out of here this year, and if you've seen Ryan Allen, you know he is not a home run hitter, at least not by his build. So Ryan Allen in scoring position with 1 down. The batter will be Judd Hall. Hall with some early season trouble. He's at 207. 1 homer, 7 RBIs. Bowie's stretch and pitch low, 1-0. So the Rams do break out on top early. Looking for a win to start some good momentum in the sub-region play. Rams play Berkmar, Clark Central, and Rockdale this week. Then South Gwinnett, Brookwood, and Shiloh next week. Pitch to Hall is swung on and popped up right center field. David McCollum going back on that one. Shy of the warning track, drops it, and it bounces to the wall. Allen had to hold up to see if he'd catch it. Allen's going to take the turn now at third as the relay throw is bobbled. He will score. Judd Hall at second base, and it's now 2-0 Rams. The 2-base error, scoring Ryan Allen and making it 2-0. So the Rams on top by 2 early, and here comes Brent Johnson to the plate. Johnson, another hot bat for the Rams. He's at .421, 8 hits and 19 at bats. All 8 of those hits have been singles. Stretch in the pitch to him, low and inside, 1-0. Johnson with 4 RBIs this year. His on base an even .500. The junior bats from the right side of the dish. He stands in. Bowie's stretch and pitch, swung on and popped up first base side. It'll fall out of play, and the count is 1-1. Charlie Beverly down the line for the Rams at third base. Al Bell down the line at first. Nick Curry flashing the signs to his pitcher. Here's the stretch and the pitch. It's high and outside, 2-1. Rams have 2 runs on 2 hits. Berkmar, no runs on 3 hits. Some good Ram defense has kept the Patriots off the scoreboard. Bowie's stretch, and again he checks the runner. The 2-1 offering is low. No, make it a called strike on the inside corner. And the count is 2-2. Judd Hall taking his lead again at second base. On deck is Lance Cawthon, the DH. Stretch in the pitch, swung on foul, and fielded by Weigel in foul territory. It's 2-2. Charlie Beverly and the Rams much happier about their early season play this year than last year. Even though they were undefeated last year going into the sub-region, they didn't get a chance to play the quality opponents that they'd wanted to. Games against Walton, Evans, etc. were rained out. This year, the Rams did get a chance to play some quality folks. LaGrange for one, Griffin and Walton, and a doubleheader against Oconee County on Saturday. Middle infield holds the runner close. Here's a throw back to second base. Gets away from the second baseman into center field. Judd Hall will move up to third. On the air, Judd Hall now at third base with 1 down. That error charged to the pitcher, Billy Bowie. It's the second Patriot error of the inning. When the other team gives you runs, you've got to take them, and the Rams have taken advantage of it. Sacrifice fly would make it 3-0. Johnson has got to be protective now with a count of 2-2, and now Berkmar will pull their infield in. Understanding they need to keep that runner at third base. And Bowie will now pitch from the stretch. The infield comes in. They're all on the fringe of the infield grass. Here comes the stretch and the pitch. Swung on, grounded by the third baseman for a base hit. Hall will score. Johnson taking the turn at first. He'll hold up there. And the Rams now lead it 3-0. You're listening to Newton County Ram Baseball right here on WGFS, AM 1430, Covington, Georgia. And it's successful Ram Baseball as they're up 3-0. The base hit is the Rams' third of the inning and puts Johnson at first with one down. The batter will be Lance Cawthon, and time has been called. The Berkmar infield going in to talk to their pitcher. Everybody in the infield having a conference behind the mound. And the batter will be Lance Cawthon, who is 3 for 13. That's a .231 average. No homers, 1 RBI. Cawthon's on-base average very high as well, as he's drawn 4 walks. Stretch in the first pitch to him, a called strike, 0-1. 3 runs for the Rams in this inning. A Lance Shannon single, a Ryan Allen double, an error from David McCollum, another error from Billy Bowie, and a single from Brent Johnson has been the damage thus far. There's another called strike. Bowie settling down, the count now 0-2. After Cawthon, Rams move back to the top of the order, and Matthew Hires, who grounded the first pitch of the Newton County half of the game, over to Miles Parker at first base. There's a swing and a ground ball, shortstop side, third baseman cuts in front, goes to second for out 1. Johnson going in hard with the slide, and Mike McAllister is down and hurt, and they're going to check on him. Johnson came in a little hard with the slide. The throw was into the bag, and McAllister had to reach across the bag to catch the ball. They did get the force out there, but Johnson's slide took him right into McAllister, and Coach Beverly going out there, as well as all of the Berkmar players and the Berkmar coach, as they check on Mike McAllister. While they do that, why don't we take this break? We'll be back, and we'll give you an update on his condition. You're listening to Newton County Ram Baseball right here on WGFS, AM 1430.
Are you planning a special get-together with family and friends? Then do it at Pippin's Barbecue. We'll provide the food and the fun for just a few people or a large group. Or if the party's at your place, let us provide the catering while you enjoy the party. Call us ahead of time or stop by Pippin's Barbecue at both our locations.
Our food and our service just can't be beat.
Pippin's Barbecue, Highway 20 South in Conyers and on Alcovey Road in Covington.
Enriched with protein, vitamins, and minerals, FRM dog food and FRM cat food promote good health.
I'm Burger King, 78738.
We're back from Riverside Park, Newton County High School. Looks like Mike McAllister is in there. He stayed in the game, got cleated from Brent Johnson, as the throw from the third baseman, Dane Weigel, made in a hurry, was right into the second base bag. McAllister reaching across, got cleated by Johnson. But he's okay, and he's out there at second base, and there's a pinch runner at first. Lance Cawthon, there's going to be a pinch runner for him, and that pinch runner will be Jarvis Johnson. Johnson, the freshman, into pinch run. And the batter will be Matthew Hires, 0 for 1 with a ground out. Johnson taking his lead. He's yet to attempt a stolen base this year. Stretch and a throw over to first, just a lob toss. Johnson back standing up. Hires the switch hitter, turning around, batting from the left side. Curry signed the stretch and pitch outside, 1-0. Rams looking to add to the 3-0 lead. They'll take as many as they can get early here in the game. Pitch to Hires is high, 2-0. We're in the bottom half of inning number 2. And the Rams have had a good inning thus far, putting 3 runs across. There are 2 down and a runner at first base. Bowie's stretch as he checks the runner. The pitch is swung on and popped up into center field. Matt Edwards going back, still going back on it. This ball is out of here. Matthew Hires with a 2-run shot. Adios, and the Rams lead it 5-0. Matthew Hires breaking out of his early season slump in a big way. The 2-run shot. It's the 3rd homer by the Ram team in 1994. Judd Hall with the first one. Cale Curtis with the second one. Matthew Hires can add his name to the list, and every single teammate out of the dugout to congratulate him. Happy to see that he's back on his game, and the Rams lead it now 5-0. Hires came into this game batting .235, and he's raised that average with that home run. Brian Moon will be the hitter. Flight out to Jason back in left field, his last time. Moon hit that one in dead center field, just off to the right field side. Didn't clear the fence by much, probably a 365-foot home run as it's 360 to dead center. There's a swing and a ground ball right in front of the plate. Curry takes it, the catcher, and he'll go to first for out number 3. So after a 365-foot home run, Brian Moon hits the ball about 20 feet out in front of home plate. That's the way baseball goes, but the Rams pick up 5 in the inning. They do so on 4 hits, 2 Berkmar errors, nobody left on base. 5-0 Newton County as we head to the top half of inning number 3. Newton County Ram baseball here on WGFS, AM 1430.
Did you know that termites cause more damage to homes annually than fires, floods, and natural disasters combined? To protect your home from termites and other pests, call Cleary Exterminating, 786-4937. They'll send them packing, termites and beetles, fleas, rats and mice, roaches, and ants. Commercial or residential, we can help get rid of what bugs you. Call Cleary Exterminating on Highway 278 in Covington, 786-4937. At Cleary Exterminating, we make mouse calls.
Come by and see Glenn Hayes at Hayes Furniture Company for all your home furnishing needs. They have a full line of dinette groups with 4 to 6 chairs available in oak finish and formica top tables. Odd pieces are available in beds, chest of drawers, nightstands, and dressers in a choice of cedar or hardwood. They also have bedroom and dining room sets available in brand names such as Bassett and Vaughn. That's Hayes Furniture Company. They have everything. Located at 6166 Washington Street, 786-3737, 786-3737. Are you tired of going to a drive-thru for lunch? For a hot and delicious meal, go to El Charro. Their lunch menu includes combinations of tacos, burritos, enchiladas, rice, beans, and more. For dinner, they have 18 special dinners, 22 combination dinners, dinners for 2, vegetarian dinners, and a large selection of beer, wines, and mixed drinks. On Elm Street in the Covington Corners Shopping Center in Covington and on Old Salem Road in Conyers.
To the top half of inning number 3, and the Rams with a 5 spot in the second now lead it by a score of 5-0. In the third, the Berkmar Patriots send to the plate James Eldridge, Jason Back, and Mike McAllister. Newton County Ram baseball is brought to you in part by Hayes Furniture. Come by and see Glenn Hayes at Hayes Furniture Company for all your home furnishing needs with free delivery and free 12-month financing. Located in Covington, 6166 Washington Street, 786-3737. Eldridge will lead it off. After him, they'll go back to the top of the order with Back and McAllister. Eldridge, a right-handed batter, standing in. The Patriot shortstop swings at the first pitch, lines it into left field. Curtis coming hard, makes the catch. A basket catch and a good play from Curtis for out number 1. Curtis caught that one about hip high, as the ball was as much a line drive as it was a pop fly. But Curtis, an excellent job watching that ball all the way in. And with 1 down, we move back to the top of the order. Jason Back struck out his first time up. He struck out looking as Matt Taylor led off the game with a K. It's his only one of the game thus far. Here comes the wind in the first pitch. A called strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Sam Allen playing shallow at third base against the left-handed leadoff hitter. Here comes the wind, the 0-1. Swung on, just got a piece of it and fouled it off, 0-2. Taylor doing a good job of keeping the ball outside here to Mr. Back. Back checks his third base coach for the sign. Moon sign, here comes the wind and the 0-2 pitch. low and outside, 1-2. Matt Taylor has not walked a hitter thus far. That's a streak he would like to keep alive, and that's a streak Coach Beverly would like to see him keep alive as well. If you don't walk people, you're not going to hurt yourself. The 1-2 pitch swung on and fouled off, and it remains 1-2. Hasn't had much in the way of 3-ball counts either, as Taylor throwing lots of strikes in this game. He has given up 3 hits. No runs have scored, however, for the Patriots. Time is called as Back steps out. Now he stands back in and ready to go. The wind has died down here in the first inning, blowing fairly hard, but not much wind now. Here comes the wind. Change up with a 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. A beautiful job from Matt Taylor, throwing a floater up there of the 1-2 count, and Back going down on strikes. We didn't see much in the way of change-ups from the Ram team last year, but Matt Taylor, Judd Hall, Lance Coughlin, all 3 of them throw good change-ups. And Matt Taylor, an especially good one there. That change-up good because of its location as well as the velocity. It was just outside of the strike zone and just high. Mike McAllister is the batter. It's low and inside, 1-0. Time. Hall making sort of a circus catch out there in center field as he was on the edge of the warning track. 2-0 pitch is low, and the count is now 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes to Mike McAllister. Nick Curry on deck. Reached on an error his first time. Boone gives the sign. The cripple pitch on the way. It's a called strike, 3-1. In danger of walking his first batter tonight. With a 5-run lead, though, it doesn't hurt quite as bad. 3-1 pitch swung on, grounded in the hole. It's short. Hires with a good backhanded stop. His throw to first. Johnson came off the bag, but tagged the runner. A great play from Brent Johnson. The throw was to the home plate side of first base. Johnson had to go down on one knee and come off the bag. He took the throw on the ground and tagged McAllister as he was coming by. 6-3 on the putout. Berkmar going down 1-2-3 here in the third. Things all good here at Riverside Park if you're a Ram fan. Newton County on top, 5-0. Ram baseball right here on WGFS AM 1430.
For complete communications and cellular phone service, East Metro Cellular will help you reach your calling. With transportable, handheld, bag phones, two-way radios, and pagers, East Metro Cellular is the headquarters for your communications needs.
Pactel Cellular will help you reach your calling.
An authorized agent for Pactel Cellular since 1986, East Metro Cellular has trained salespeople who can explain the advantages of cellular.
Last time, 1-0 pitch is lined right back at the pitcher. One hop into center field for a base hit. Allen shotgunning the pitcher, and Billy Bowie probably saw his life flash before his eyes on that one. That one right back at the box. And Bowie, in a self-defense move, just sort of stuck the glove up, didn't touch it. It went another foot to the third base side of his glove and into center field. Sam Allen at first base with his first hit of the game and 11th of the 94 season. Curtis, the batter, he struck out his last time, swings and pops one up this way, and just behind us, foul ball, 0-1. Cale Curtis, owner of one of the 3 Ram home runs. It is 3 now as Matthew Hires has added one in this game. Curtis fouls another one off, and it's 0-2. Again, Bowie keeping the ball outside to Curtis at all times. Don't know if he has a scouting report on Curtis or if he's doing that just because Cale is the number 4 batter in the Ram order. Usually the number 4 man with lots of power and a man you want to try to avoid. Either way, it's 0-2 this time on Curtis, so he's got a hole to dig out of. Sam Allen leading over at first base. No attempts this year in terms of stolen bases. 0-2 pitch is a called strike 3 on the outside corner, and that will do it for Cale Curtis. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him. Lance Shannon is the batter. Shannon has continued his hot streak with a single in the second inning. He's now 17 for 26 this year. He came in batting at .640. He's raised that some with that hit in the second. Bowie throws over to first. Allen diving back in head first. Shannon, a senior, and the backbone of this Ram offense as we head into the sub-region schedule. He's batting in the number 5 spot, but he'll be back to the number 3 spot before it's over as the pitch comes in high to him, 1-0. Shannon was batting third for most of the year before he went down with the injury. More than likely, you'll see Sam Allen drop to the 4 spot and Cale Curtis to the 5 spot. There's a swing and a foul ball just behind the screen, 1-1. Another option you might see is Sam Allen drop to the number 5 spot. Coach Beverly may keep Cale Curtis in the number 4 spot. Sam Allen leading from first base. Parker holds him close. Stretch and pitch outside with the curveball, 2-1. Bowie tried to backdoor a curveball. That means starting one outside and then bring it in over the outside corner. But he couldn't do it. Stayed outside by a couple of inches, and 2-1 to Lance Shannon. Manager's count. Will they hit and run? A throw goes to first. Safe, just getting back there. The Berkmar fans not agreeing with the umpire's call. Sam Allen nearly picked off, and a smart play from Berkmar. Again, on a 2-1 count, you'll see more hit and run plays. And so Allen may have been getting a bigger lead and thinking about second. There was no play on it, and Shannon takes a pitch high. It's now 3-1. Charlie Beverly at the third base line, giving encouragement to his hitter as the runner takes his lead. 3-1 on the way. Swings and pops one into left center field. Back is over there, and he will make the catch for out number 2. So Shannon saw a pitch he liked on 3-1, but he flies out, and with 2 down, the batter will be Ryan Allen. Allen doubled in a run his last time. RBI number 7 for him in the 1994 season. Puts him up there with Judd Hall and Sam Allen and Brian Moon. All of them tied for second on the team with 7 RBIs. Lance Shannon is first with 16. Stretch from Bowie and the pitch. Swung on the line right back up the middle into center field for a base hit. Rounding second is Sam Allen. He's going to come and try for third base. Here's the throw there. Diving in head first, and he is safe. Sam Allen playing some aggressive baseball there. Got the sign to go on over to third base and did a good job diving in head first. It's a single from Ryan Allen. He's been on a bit of a hot streak of late. Runners at first and third and 2 down. If the Rams can put more on the scoreboard, it will take a base hit from Judd Hall. Hall reached on an error his last time as David McCollum misplayed a fly ball that was out toward the warning track in right. That scored the second run of that inning. Brent Johnson followed up with a single to score another run, and then a 2-run homer from Matthew Hires put it at its current score, 5-0. Runner is headed for second. The throw down there is cut off, and they keep Sam Allen over at third base. So give Ryan Allen a stolen base. Allen's 5th of the year. He is yet to be caught stealing. For the Rams as a team, they now have 25 stolen bases. A little less speed on this team than on last year's team. But nonetheless, still a very good record as they've only been caught stealing 4 times. The pitch is low to Judd Hall, and the count is 2-0. The Rams senior looks at his third base coach for the sign as Sam Allen leading from third base, and Ryan Allen taking a good-sized lead from second. Here comes the 2-0. Called strike on the outside corner, 2-1. The Rams senior batting from the right side of the plate against the right-handed pitcher. 2-1 is low, 3-1. Well, if you're Judd Hall, you get to sit on one here, 3-1. Get to look for a good pitch in your wheelhouse, and if he throws a bad one, you can be down at first base, and with the bases loaded, Johnson would come up. And Brent Johnson has been red hot. He's near 450 this year. Runners take their leads. The wind in the 3-1 is a called strike. Judd Hall didn't think so. Ram fans didn't think so. Lots of other folks didn't think so either. It's 3-2. That pitch was somewhere in the vicinity of the outside part of the plate, but definitely not the outside corner. Here comes the wind, the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed, but the ball gets away from the catcher. He'll chase Hall at the first baseline. Sam Allen comes trotting home, and the throw over to first base is in time. That'll make it out number 3. Allen's run is moot, as the throw to first was in time. So it's a strikeout of Judd Hall, 2-3 on the putout, and that'll do it for the Rams here in the third. No runs, 2 hits. They leave 2 on, and we head to the fourth with your score: Newton County 5, Berkmar nothing. Ram baseball here on WGFS AM 1430.
T&L Motors of Covington is announcing their grand opening going on now. T&L Motors has cars, trucks, and vans arriving daily with on-the-spot financing available for those with little or no. Motors is located next door to T&L Mufflers, which offers the lowest priced exhaust system in town. Come in and compare our prices starting at $59.95 with custom jobs a specialty. That's T&L Motors and T&L Mufflers, located on Highway 278 across from Henry's Fast Loop. Open Monday through Saturday 9 to 6, or call 787-5286, 787-5286.
March on down to Mayfield Ace Hardware for their best buys of the month. Miser flood or spotlights, GE, energy saving, great for indoor or outdoor use, only $3.66 each. Also, an ever-ready floating lantern, shatterproof lens, push-button switch, includes a 6-volt battery, only $3.99. That's the best buys of the month going on now at Mayfield Ace Hardware on the Square and in Newton Plaza.
Newton County Ram baseball is brought to you in part by Pippin's Barbecue. For award-winning barbecue, go by Pippin's Barbecue on Highway 20 in Conyers and on Alcovey Road in Covington. At Pippin's, you're going to love what you eat. In the top half of the fourth inning, Nick Curry comes to the plate for the Patriots. Curry reaching on an error his first time. Curry will be followed by Matt Edwards and Gerard Horner. Here's the wind from Taylor, and his pitch called strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Curry is that Patriot batter that keeps the bat very, very close to his body. An extremely unusual stance. Keeps his arms very close to his body as well. Swings and lines one back up the middle. Allen ranging into the hole, makes the play. His throw to first. Not in time, and the runner just makes it to first base. Ryan Allen showing some excellent range. He was behind the second base bag when he caught that ball. The throw to first was a very, very close play. So Nick Curry just making it there. And with no one out, Berkmar with a base runner. Credit Nick Curry with a base hit. It's the fourth hit for Berkmar in this game. Matt Edwards owns one of those hits. It was a single in the first. He steps to the plate. Taylor checks the runner at first base. Here's his stretch. And the first pitch to Edwards is low, 1-0. It's 6:30. You're listening to Newton County Ram baseball right here on WGFS AM 1430, Covington, Georgia. Edwards stands back in. That's with a slightly open stance. Sam Allen shallow at third base. Stretch and pitch. Swung on, grounded to Allen at third. His only play will be to first. And it's by Johnson and down the right field line. Runner at second is Curry. He heads for third. Edwards will have to hold up at first base. It's an E5, and it puts runners at first and third with nobody out. When you're up 5 runs, that's the absolute last thing you want to do, is make an error to put a couple of runners on base. If Berkmar does score some runs, you want him to do so one at a time. Just try to scratch back into the game. But you don't want Berkmar to put a crooked number up there. You like the 0s and 1s, but no crooked numbers. First and third, no one out. Gerard Horner tapped back to the mound his last time. He stands in with an RBI shot. Ram defense is back all the way around. First pitch is outside, 1-0, and that has nothing to do with Jason Back, the left fielder for the Patriots. Rams' next game coming up Wednesday, sub-region action against the Clark Central Gladiators. That will be here at Riverside Park at 5 p.m. on Wednesday. Runner fakes the steal. The 1-0 pitch is inside, 2-0. Billy Bowie had the only Berkmar extra base hit. It was a double. In the second, he is on deck. Runner again fakes the steal. Here's a snap throw over to first. Safe and just got back. The pitch was a ball, so it's 3-0, but Moon's snap throw over to first just about got the runner, as Edwards had been faking the steal down there, and Johnson applied the tag just a little bit late. Curry taking his lead from third and Edwards from first. Taylor stretch. Checks the runners a second time. Is ball 4. That's the first batter that Taylor has walked in this game. It's a bases-loaded situation for Berkmar and nobody out. And time is called. Charlie Beverly goes out to talk to his pitcher. Doubt we'll see a pitching change in the situation. Billy Bowie will be the batter. And the Rams put themselves in a situation. Bowie did some damage to the ball as last time, ripping a double. But the Rams have got to pitch to him. They have no open bases. A runner at every base for the Patriots. Nick Curry is at third base, Matt Edwards at second, and Gerard Horner at first. Ram defense looks like it's going to play in at the corners and double play depth up the middle. Rams will trade the double play for the run. And gladly so, they lead by 5. 5-0 Newton, and we're in the top of the 4th inning. Bowie stands in, bats from the left side, standing very close to the plate. Taylor stretching his pitch, swung on and grounded by a driving Johnson. Allen fields it. His throw to first is in time. It gets the runner. What a great play from Ryan Allen and Matt Taylor. A run did score to make it 5-1. But a terrific play from Ryan Allen. Brent Johnson was playing in. The ball got by him, but Ryan Allen ranging over toward the first base side and heads up from Matt Taylor going over to cover first. It's 4-1. You don't see that very often in your scorebook, but it is 4-1. It's an RBI from Billy Bowie. Nick Curry scoring, and it's now 5-1 Newton County. Again, the defense is in at the corners. Dane Weigel, the batter, swings and misses at the first pitch, 0-1. It looked like Taylor reached back and got a little something extra for the fastball that time on his first pitch to Weigel. Dane Weigel singled his first time a couple of innings ago. Edwards leading from second base, and Horner, make that Edwards from third, and Horner from second. 1 down. 0-1 pitch is low, 1-1. Taylor stomping out in front of the mound, as apparently the surface out there not to his liking. He must be slipping as he's releasing the ball. But the count is 1-1 to Dane Weigel. Moon side, Taylor stretch. Here comes his 1-1, called strike, 1-2. The umpire has given the pitcher the outside corner and some besides, on both sides really, throughout this game. 1-2 is the count as Weigel stands back in. The umpire looks over the inside shoulder of Brian Moon, so doesn't have really a great view of those outside pitches. Here comes the 1-2, called strike, that same spot, and Weigel goes down on strikes. Caught looking, it's the third strikeout from Matt Taylor. When Moon squats down, the umpire looking over his left shoulder, so he looks over the inside corner to a right-handed batter, the outside corner to a right-handed batter, or to a left-handed batter, I should say, inside to a righty. And he's been giving the pitcher the outside corner. With 2 down, Miles Parker is up. He grounded into a double play as last time. Checks the swing of the pitch. Umpire said he went around. It's 0-1. So Taylor battling back. There's only been 1 hit in this inning. There was an error by Sam Allen, so that run that scored is unearned. Edwards from third and Horner from second. Stretch in the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, 0-2. Parker stepped in the bucket there as his front foot was out toward third base when he took that swing. Not going to be hitting very well when you step over toward third base. You take your head off the ball as it comes in. Taylor again checks his catcher. Checks the runner at second. Here's the stretch. 0-2 pitch is low and outside, 1-2. And Moon and Taylor certainly understand that since they're getting the outside calls, they're going to try to throw as many pitches on that outside part as they possibly can. Stretch from Taylor in the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Parker again taking his eye off the ball, and he strikes Berkmar in the inning. A run on a hit. There was 1 error. 2 runners left on. We head to the bottom half of inning number 4. Newton County 5, Berkmar 1 in the sub-region opening game. Ram baseball here on WGFS AM 1430.
Snapper announces its Great Price Fall, a national savings event that offers you a chance to bag a great deal. Coast to Coast Home and Auto in downtown Covington is now offering cash discounts, half-off accessories, and free financing on all Snapper walk mowers, riders, and tractors. Once you've bagged a great deal on your new snapper, you can bag your leaves or mulch them for half price. That's right, take half off your choice of either a single bag grass catcher or a Ninja mulching kit featuring the unmatched Ninja blade. Then throw away your rake. You'll watch your leaves disappear as you mow. And with approved SNAP credit, you don't have to pay a cent until April. Interest-free. Ask your dealer for all the details. Act now. Get down to Coast Home and Auto in downtown Covington and get in on Snapper's great price fall before it's too late. Get down to Coast Home and Auto on the square in downtown Covington. The folks at Henderson's Restaurant invite you to join them for dinner tonight. How about some of their famous catfish, fried chicken, barbecue, vegetable plates, steaks, plus burgers and fries? Don't worry about what's in the pantry or whose turn it is to do the dishes. Just go to Henderson's Restaurant, just 5 miles from the square on Highway 36 in Covington. Henderson's is open Tuesday through Thursday from 4 to 9 and 4 to 10 on Friday and Saturday. Don't forget to join us for Sunday dinner, 11 to 8:30.
We are back from Riverside Park. Brent Johnson leads it off for the Rams. His first pitch is low and inside, 1-0. Brent Johnson, Lance Cawthon, and Matthew Hires due up for the Rams. 8, 9, and 1 spots in the fourth. They lead it 5-1. Bowie still out there for the Patriots. His winded pitch called strike outside corner, 1-1. Rams picked up all 5 of their runs in the second inning. Rams have been known for some pretty hefty second innings in various games this year. They had a 12-run second against Loganville in the first game of the year. 1-1 pitch is low, 2-1. The Berkmar run came in the top half of this inning with the bases loaded. Billy Bowie grounding out pitcher to, second baseman to pitcher who was covering first, as there's a called strike, 2-1. A run scored, though, on the ground out, making it 5-1. Johnson singled his first time. Came into the game at 4:21. Swings and grounds one to the shortstop. James Eldridge makes it cleanly. Over to first. One hop. Good pick from Miles Parker. And Johnson out 6-3. For those of you keeping score at home, and I know many of you are. And with one down, Lance Cawthon will be the batter. Cawthon reached on a fielder's choice back in the second and had the pleasure of being pinch run for and watching Jarvis Johnson score on a home run by Matthew Hires. Cawthon now stands in. Here's the wind of the pitch. A called strike, 0-1. Cawthon re-entered the game immediately after Johnson scored. Takes another strike on the outside corner, and the count is now 0-2. So Bowie trying to settle down here. Billy Bowie has not walked a single batter. He's been victimized by the long ball once. That's been one of the major problems. Cawthon swings and misses at the 0-2 pitch, and he is down on strikes. That is the fourth strikeout from Bowie. It'll bring up Matthew Hires. Last time up, he drove one about 365 feet, just to the right field side of center field, about 10 feet to the right of the 360 sign out there, close to the flagpole. And the flagpole is still right now, as no wind blowing. Pitch to Hires is low, 1-0. That's Hires' first homer of the year and the third for the Rams team. You know that this team isn't going to get it done with the long. Rams will have fairly high batting averages. Lots of singles and hit and running and stealing. A lot of St. Louis Cardinal-style baseball for the Rams this year. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. It's a called strike, 1-1. That might have been the best fastball that Bowie has thrown all day, as he really popped the mitt there, reaching back for the little extra gas. 1-1 to Hires. Bowie's wind. Here comes his 1-1 pitch. It's low, 2-1. Hires grounded out in the first, so he's 1 for 2 in this game. But he has 2 RBIs to his credit, thanks to the long ball. Here comes the pitch outside, 3-1. You wonder how Bowie's going to throw to Hires after giving up a homer to the Ram leadoff hitter last time up. That's got to surprise the Patriots when the leadoff batter hits a home run to center field. That's got to send you a little signal about this team. 3-1 pitch, called a strike. Hires having to jump to get out of the way of the pitch as it was inside. but the umpire calling it a strike. He likes that corner over there. It's the outside corner to righties, the inside corner to lefties, and it's 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The payoff pitch is in the dirt, ball 4. Hires streaking toward first base, and Nick Curry retrieving it, so Hires will stop at first. The walk is the 5th time that Hires has taken the free pass this year, and he's at first with 2 outs, and Brian Moon will be the hitter. Moon with only 1 extra base hit. Combine that with the fact that Matthew Hires is 10 for 11 in stolen base attempts, and you may see Hires go here as the Rams try to manufacture a run in the 4th. He is going with the first pitch. It's high. Here's the throw down to second base, and it gets by the second baseman out toward right field. Hires headed toward third. Here comes the throw from the shortstop into third base. It's not in time, and Hires reaching. It's a stolen base plus an error. Hires a little bit shaken up. He's going to dust off and get his helmet back on. He appears to be okay. So Matthew Hires at third base with 2 outs. That's a way to manufacture a run. Get a runner all the way from first to third there with 2 down. It's a stolen base, and call it an error on the shortstop. Throw was a good one, just a little out in front of the bag. The shortstop, Eldridge, sort of swiped at it, knocked it to the right field side. Hires now leading from third base. Pitching from the wine, here's the pitch, swung on, grunted, foul down the first baseline, 0-1. Moon was 2 for 7 in the doubleheader against Oconee County. Had 2 RBIs in the 2 games. He also scored a couple runs. Rams swept that doubleheader. They won the first game 7-1. Then a thrilling game in the nightcap as the Rams, with a run in the last inning, picking up the victory 5-4. They had trailed 4-1, but they battled back run by run, and they came out on top. The wind and the pitch, it's a called strike, 0-2. Looked like an off-speed pitch from Bowie. Again, keeping the ball near the outside corner. No balls and 2 strikes to Moon, the switch hitter. The Ram catcher stands in now, looking to protect the plate as the runner leads from third. Here comes the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Moon down on strikes for the 4th time this year, and so go the Rams in the 4th. No runs, no hits. There was a walk and 1 error, but the runner left at third base. We've played 4 from Riverside Park. Your score, Newton County 5, Berkmar 1. Newton County Ram baseball here on WGFS, AM 1430.
In order to keep your hair, skin, and nails beautifully youthful and healthy, vitamins and minerals must be brought to your hair, skin, and nails from within. No amount of creams, conditioners, or cosmetics can correct dietary deficiencies. Hair, skin, and nails is a perfectly balanced food for your hair, skin, and nails. It promotes a woman's health and natural beauty from within at the cellular level. To find out more about this remarkable product, stop by the Family Health Food Store. Stay healthy with us, the Family Health Food Store in Newton Plaza.
Buying tires? Not very easy, is it? You need an expert. Better yet, several tire in Covington and Conyers. Statham Tires sells Cooper tires because Cooper combines quality with economy. You always get the most for your money at Statham Tire, where they feature straight tire talk, quality Cooper tires, and reasonable prices. Make your tire buying easy. See the pros today at Statham Tire in Covington and Conyers for your Cooper tires.
A personal computer should be as individual as the person who owns it. At America's Best Computers, that becomes a reality. The professionals at ABC believe personal computers should be easy to buy, set up, use, and maintain, and will help assess your personal and business needs and custom build the right system for you. No matter what type of system you need or what applications you may need, ABC offers affordable solutions. America's Best Computers is in Hunting Creek Plaza in Conyers. Call them at 785-6505, 785-6505.
We're back from Riverside Park. Ram Baseball brought to you in part by T&L Motors. Come by T&L Motors and get your drive-out price on cars, trucks, and vans, and come over to the muffler shop and get a custom exhaust system with the lowest prices in town, located on Highway 278 in Covington, 787-5286. For Berkmar in the top half of the 5th inning, they will send to the plate James Eldridge, Jason Back, and Mike McAllister. 9, 1, and 2 positions in the Patriot order. Matt Taylor out there. He's gone the entire way. His pitch is swung on and popped up into shallow left field. Hires goes out. Curtis comes in, and he will make the catch, does Cale Curtis in left field for out number 1. So in 2 at-bats, Eldridge has popped out twice to Curtis in left field, and with 1 down, the batter is Jason Back, who is 0 for 2 A strikeout looking and a strikeout swinging. He's a left-handed batter. Rams leading this one 5-1. Game has gone along fairly quickly. Sam Allen gives the sign to his pitcher. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. 0-1. Sam Allen now behind the plate for the Rams. And Brian Moon moves from the catcher's position out to third base. Those two interchangeable, and Coach Beverly very comfortable to play either at either position. An attempted bunt by Jason Backett falls foul and goes back to the screen, and the count is now 0-2. Matt Taylor has done it with control. He's walked only one batter, and he struck out 4. He's only given up 1 run. It was unearned. Ram pitching has been the name of the game in the first 11 games of the year. You can never have enough pitching, and in this sub-region, that's one of the big-time keys because you have so many opponents to face in a short amount of time. 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Good fastball from Taylor for the third time today. Jason Back going down on strikes. He's got the sombrero, as they call it, the hat trick, as he struck out 3 times. They borrowed that term from hockey, a person who's scoring 3 goals in a hockey game known as getting a hat trick. But in baseball, it's a derogatory term. Somebody gets the hat trick, he strikes out 3 times. The batter is Mike McAllister. McAllister 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out. Berkmar with 1 run on 4 hits in this game. Taylor's winded pitch, swung on, lined into left field for a base hit. So 5 hits for Berkmar in this game. And McAllister will be at first. Throw gets away, but Taylor backing up, and McAllister staying put at first base. He's there with 2 down. So it'll take a big knock from Nick Curry if Berkmar is to dent the scoreboard in this inning. Newton County has 6 hits in the game and 5 runs, all 5 of them coming in the second frame. They went down without a hit in the first inning and the fourth. Nick Curry will stand to the plate. A semi-perfect day for him as he's singled and scored, and he's also reached on an error. 2 down here in the top of the 5th. Curry bats from the right side. Keeps his elbows in right field side. Ryan Allen comes over, and he'll make the catch. And that'll do it for Berkmar here in the 5th. Another quick, no runs, 1 hit. No errors and a runner left on. We head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Newton County 5, Berkmar 1. Newton County Ram baseball right here on WGFS, AM 1430.
FRM dog foods are packed with protein, plus all the vitamins and minerals your animal needs for a sleek, healthy coat and lots of energy. FRM dog foods are cost-effective and easy to store for good health and a long, active life from a properly balanced dog food. Be sure to see your FRM dealer.
See the FRM dealer in Covington, the Farm and Garden Depot, on Emory Street behind Burger King, 787-3870.
Before you start all your projects around the house this spring, go buy Campbell Lumber. Since 1923, they've had everything to build anything. For Benjamin Moore paints, lumber, building hardware, roofing materials, masonry supplies, hand tools, and lawn and garden tools. Until March 28th, they're open Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 5 and Saturday 7:30 to 12. Stop by.
The Ram junior now behind the plate. He was the third baseman to start the game, but moved behind the plate this past inning. 2-0 pitch is low, and it's now 3-0 to Sam Allen. He gets the sign from his third base coach, Charlie Beverly. Rams looking to move to 10-1 in 1994. Here comes the pitch. Low and outside, ball 4. So on 4 pitches, Allen draws the free pass. And Cale Curtis will be the batter. It's been a good day for the most part for the Rams, but not such a good one for Curtis thus far, as he is 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. We've got a pinch runner, Matt Easterday. So Easterday will pinch run for Allen here in the 5th inning. Sam Allen without a stolen base attempt, and Coach Beverly looking for some speed on the base paths. Not comfortable with the 4-run lead, and you shouldn't be, because in Region 8 Quad A South, all the teams are strong, and you can't sit on a lead. It's sort of like playing a ball game at Wrigley Field. No lead is safe. And Coach Beverly still looking to scrap for runs, even though he's up by 4, and Easterday will be at first base with nobody out. It'll be up to Cale Curtis, Lance Shannon, and Ryan Allen to drive the runner home. Curtis stands in. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Low and inside for a ball, 1-0. Curtis came into this game batting .389. He's now at .350 as he has 7 hits in 20 at-bats. Bowie's stretch and pitch, swung on and grounded to the second baseman. McAllister will flip to short. In time there, but no throw to first base. It's 4-6 on the ground out. Easterday retired, but Curtis reaching on the fielder's choice. So the Rams end up with the same situation they were in before, except with 1 down. They still have that runner at first base, this time in the person of Cale Curtis, and the batter will be Lance Shannon. You know you're having a good year when you can go 1 for 2 and your batting average goes down. That's exactly what is happening thus far to Lance Shannon. He singled and flied out. He came in batting .640. Here's the stretch, looks at first. Bowie's first pitch is called strike on the outside corner, 0-1. It's turned out to be a fairly good evening for baseball. If you're in the area, we've got another 2.5 innings of baseball to go from Riverside Park. Pitch is swung on and popped into left center field. Left fielder back is there, though, and he makes the catch for the second out. So twice in this game, Shannon flying out to the left fielder. Lance Shannon mentioned before the game he wasn't quite 100%, but certainly in the next few days he hopes to be 100% and ready to go. Will play their next game on Wednesday against the Gladiators from Clark Central. Clark Central coming from Athens, Georgia. That game will be played here at Riverside Park. Then the Rams' first road sub-region game against the Rockdale Bulldogs on Friday afternoon. And with 2 down, Ryan Allen stands in. He's had a hot night, 2 for 2. Takes the first pitch high. Allen doubled in a run in the second inning, then singled a runner over to third. In the third inning, he then stole second and was stranded there. Ryan Allen came in at 276. He'll be over 300 before this one's over. Pitch to him is high, 2-0. Allen is now 10 for 31. Cale Curtis leading from first base. No stolen base attempts for Cale so far in 94. He's taken a fairly good lead down there, and he's going with the pitch. It's high. Here's the throw down to second base, and Cale Curtis is out by about 5 or 6 feet. Curtis got a fairly good jump, but a great throw from Nick Curry, and Curtis is caught stealing. 2-6 on the putout. We head to the 6th inning with your score. Newton County 5, Berkmar 1. Ram Baseball brought to you right here on WGFS, AM 1430.
Did you know that termites cause more damage to homes annually than fires, floods, and natural disasters combined? To protect your home from termites and other pests, call Cleary Exterminating, 786-4937. They'll send them packing. Termites and beetles, fleas, rats and mice, roaches, and ants. Commercial or residential, we can help get rid of what bugs you. Call Cleary Exterminating on Highway 278 in Covington, 786-4937. At Cleary Exterminating, we make mouse calls.
Your authorized agent for Pactel Cellular is East Metro Cellular with Oki, NEC, Fujitsu Motor.
We are back from Riverside Park. Berkmar with 2 more cracks at the Rams. They trail by 4. Ram Baseball brought to you in part by Henderson's Grocery Store and Henderson's Restaurant on Highway 36 in Covington. See our grocery ad every week in the Covington Shopper, Henderson's Grocery Store and Henderson's Restaurant. Matt Edwards will lead it off for the Patriots here in the 6th. Taylor's wind in his pitch, swung on and missed. He took a big cut at that one, but he came up empty, 0-1. Edwards singled back in the first inning. Reached on an error from Sam Allen in the 4th. The Berkmar cleanup batter set to go. Taylor's wind and pitch. Swung on and popped into right center field and hit deep. Judd Hall is on the run. It will bounce once and over the wall. It's a ground rule double for Matt Edwards. Ball bouncing once, going right over the Cleary Pest Control sign. And it's a ground rule double for Matt Edwards of the Berkmar Patriots to lead off the 6th inning. That's only the 5th hit allowed by Matt Taylor. Taylor has also walked 1 batter, and he struck out 5. Great performance thus far from Mr. Matt Taylor, the Rams senior. who in the last couple of games has asserted his position as the Ram ace. Here in 1994, he's been given a good run for his money by Lance Cawthon, who has thrown complete games in his last couple of starts, giving up just a couple of runs each game. And Jared Horner will be the batter. He is 0 for 1 with a walk. Horner takes the pitch low, 1-0. Jared Horner standing in with a runner at second and no one out. Berkmar needs to put some runs on the scoreboard if they hope to come back, and Matt Taylor hoping to shut the Patriots down here in the 6th. Pitch is low and inside, 2-0. Taylor has gone to his fastball more in the later innings. First time around, he was showing the batters a lot of change-ups. Haven't seen too many of those. Here in the last couple innings, Taylor steps off. Now has the sign he likes. He stretches and checks the runner at second base. Edwards taking his lead. Low and outside, 3-0. Jared Horner was the first batter that Taylor walked. That was in the 4th inning. Horner stands in now with a 3-0 count. And with a 3-0 count, Hires is going to come in and talk for a second with Taylor, and Sam Allen, the catcher, will go out there and speak with him for a second. Ryan Allen playing close to the second base bag to hold Edwards on. Leaves a big hole between first and second. Takes discipline on the part of the right-handed batter to knock one through the hole there. But Horner, a number 5 batter for Berkmar, could have that discipline. He takes the pitch for a strike, the old automatic, 3-1. It's 7 o'clock. You're listening to Newton County Ram Baseball right here on WGFS, AM 1430, Covington, Georgia. Runner at second, no one out for the Patriots. Rams lead it by 4. Taylor has gone the entire way. His 3-1 is swung on and grounded back to the mound. Taylor checks the runner, now goes over to first for the out, and Edwards will move over to third on the play. The ground out goes 1-3 in your scorebook. Edwards moving over to third base. And with one down, Billy Bowie will be the batter. That's a tongue twister. He's 1 for 2. Doubled in the 2nd inning, one of 2 extra base hits for the Patriots. The other being Edwards' ground rule double earlier this inning. Bowie also grounded out second base to pitcher as Matt Taylor was covering first. Bowie has the only RBI for the Patriots in this game. He's got a shot for RBI number 2 as there's a runner at third with one down. The first pitch catches the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. The Rams, as always, play smart defense. Every time Sam Allen throws a ball back to the pitcher after a pitch, Matt Hires and Ryan Allen up the middle, backing Matt Taylor up to make sure a throw does not go into center field. That is smart baseball. Good fundamentals. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and popped up into center field. Judd Hall, a long run coming on. Dives for it, can't make the play. It's at the warning track and back to the wall. One run will score. Rounding second base is Bowie. He'll hold up there. It's a double. A run scoring, and it's now 5-2 Newton County. The second double of the game from Billy Bowie. Third extra base hit by the Patriots. Bowie has been their best hitter. He's batting in the number 6 spot, but he is 2 for 3 with a couple of doubles and 2 RBIs. Now Taylor can settle down and get Dane Weigel and Miles Parker. Weigel is 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. Taylor and Allen a bit crossed up as to the signs, and the two going to talk it over. The batter checks the third base coach for the sign. He stands in as Sam Allen gives the sign to his pitcher. Bowie leading from second base. The stretch and the pitch is low, ball 1. Rams scored all 5 of their runs in inning number 2. Berkmar has put 1 across in the 4th and 1 here in the 6th. Rams looking to go 1-0 in sub-region play and 10-1 for the season. There's a ground ball to Sam Allen at third base. Batter retired at first and a runner moving over to third on the play. 5-3 in your scorebook, and with 2 down, Miles Parker will have to get a base hit if Berkmar is to pull any closer. It's been a rough day for Mr. Parker. Back in the 2nd inning, he grounded into a tailor-made 1-6-3 double play as Matt Taylor starting it up, and he struck out in the 4th. We're very punny this afternoon. Parker, a right-handed batter, standing in there, as Bowie taking his lead from third. Allen flashes the sign to Taylor, who pitches from the stretch with the runner at third base, and the pitch is low. First offering missing, and it's 1-0. Bottom half of the sixth, Ryan Allen, Judd Hall, and Brent Johnson, this to pad their lead. First, though, they must stop Miles Parker. He swings and fouls one back to the screen, and it's 1-1. 2 down here in the sixth. Matt Taylor has given up 7 hits. Only 2 runs to this point, but there is a runner at third base. Taylor stretching is 1-1. Swung on and missed. A good off speed from Taylor, keeping it outside. And Parker swinging very feebly at that one, and it's 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Parker. The righty stands back in at the plate, and Bowie leading from third. Here comes the 1-2. It's a changeup popped up into center field. Judd Hall, another long run. He comes on. He cannot make the play. It'll fall in for a hit. Another run scores, so Miles Parker off the schneid with the single, and it's now 5-3 Newton County. So Berkmar doing it the way a team should when they're down by those runs, just whittling away 1 run at a time. And they pulled within 2. And built like a number 9 batter and a middle infielder. Pitch is taken for a strike by Eldridge, 0-1. Billy Bowie drove in a run with a double. Miles Parker singling in Bowie just a moment ago. There's a swing and a miss from Eldridge, and it's 0-2. So Taylor again bearing down with the runner on base. Rams lead by 2, and now it's ever more important to come back and get some runs in the bottom half of the sixth. Berkmar will move back to the top of their order in the seventh. 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed, and Taylor with a good job coming after the batter there, and that is his 6th strikeout as Berkmar goes down in the 6th. 2 runs, though, on 3 hits. No errors, 1 runner left on base. We head to the bottom half of inning number 6. Your score, Newton County 5, Berkmar 3. Ram baseball right here on WGFS, AM 1430.
Hayes Furniture Company, located on Washington Street, has something for everyone. From household furniture, new and used, to yard and patio sets, and all kinds of accessories for all your decorating needs. They have free financing on all 12-month accounts with free delivery. They have new and used appliances, gas and electric Gibson stoves and Gibson refrigerators, Speed Queen washer and dryers with free setup and service available. All this and much more at Hayes Furniture, owned and operated by Glenn Hayes. 786-3737, 786-3737.
T&L Motors of Covington is announcing their grand opening going on now. T&L Motors has cars, trucks, and vans arriving daily with on-the-spot financing available for those with little or no credit. T&L Motors is located next door to T&L Mufflers, which offers the lowest priced exhaust system in town. Come in and compare our prices starting at $59.95 with custom jobs a specialty. That's T&L Motors and T&L Mufflers, located on Highway 278 across from Henry's Fast Loop. Open Monday through Saturday 9 to 6 or call 787-5286, 787-5286.
March on down to Mayfield Ace Hardware for their best buys of the month. 5-star flat latex wall paint, 1-coat coverage, washable, no fading, custom colors available, only $7.77 a gallon. Also, an 18 by 30-inch doormat constructed of recycled tire rubber, deep grooves, channel dirt, and water from the surface, available in champagne or green color, only $7.88. That's the best buys of the month going on now at Mayfield Ace Hardware on the square and in Newton Plaza.
Back from Riverside Park, right first pitch, then takes the 0-1 pitch low. 1 ball and 1 strike, and that one got a piece of Nick Curry. He's going to have to recover, and the umpire, being courteous to his catcher, goes out, brushes the plate off, gives Curry a chance to go out and speak to his pitcher. He doesn't have a whole lot to say other than, I just want to take some time and get recovered here, and now I'm ready to go. 1 ball and 1 strike to Ryan Allen. After Allen, we'll see Judd Hall and Brent Johnson. Rams on top by 2. Not really a comfortable lead, and we could use a little padding, folks, on that 2-run lead. Allen was batting in the 5th when Cale Curtis was caught stealing. That was his first stolen base attempt of the year, and he was unsuccessful. 1-1 pitch, swung on and popped foul. Left side, 1-2. The Rams scored every single one of their runs back in inning number 2. The big blow in that inning was a 2-run homer off the bat of Matthew Hires. Here comes the wind and the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, third base side. On the ground, Dane Weagle picks it up, fires to first. 4 out number 1. A good backhanded stop from Weagle, just a couple of feet shy of that third base line. Reached back, sort of went down on one knee and made the backhanded stop, and the right-handed thrower going over to first and retiring Ryan Allen for the first out. So that's the first time they've gotten Ryan Allen out in this game. And the batter is Judd Hall. Hall is 0 for 2. He has reached base once, reaching on an error by David McCollum out in right field. Curry gives the sign. The first pitch to Hall is swung on and grounded to the shortstop, Eldridge, who makes a good play, throwing over to first, and it's out number 2. So Bowie and the Patriots so far making quick work of the Rams here in the 6th. Due up for Berkmar in the 7th. They go back to the top of their order. Jason Back, Mike McAllister, and Nick Curry. They trail by 2. And Newton County will probably send Matt Taylor out there to try to finish this one off. Coach Beverly likes to see that. Complete games from his pitchers. He's got a very deep pitching staff. 3 or 4 good, strong starters. And he hasn't had to use Matthew Hires hardly at all this year, with the exception of just one appearance. Matthew Hires has been playing shortstop throughout this entire 1994 season. Matthew Hires, sort of the designated closer, and if Taylor were to get in trouble, we might see Hires pitch. Here's the wind, and the first pitch to Richie Cleary. Low, 1-0. Cleary pinch hitting for Brent Johnson. Cleary comes in at 250. He's 4 for 16. No homers, 5 RBIs. The sophomore stands in there, takes a pitch low, 2-0. Cleary is a big guy for a sophomore. He's 6'2", 205. Stands in and set to go. 2-0 pitch, swung on and missed, 2-1, and Cleary took a big home run cut at that one. 2 balls and 1 strike. Coach Beverly likes his hitters to be aggressive. Doesn't want any timid hitters at the plate. Curry gives the sign. The 2-1 is on the way. Swung on and popped into left center field. It will fall in for a base hit. So Richie Cleary with his 5th hit of the year. 2 of those have been doubles. Cleary has also scored 4 runs, and the Rams wouldn't mind if that total became 5 here. Cleary singling with 2 out. Lance Cawthon will be the batter. Cawthon reached on a fielder's choice in the 2nd and struck out in the 4th. Bowie checks the runner at first base as Cleary takes his lead. Stretch and pitch is a called strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Richie Cleary has stolen a base this year. He's 1 for 1. So he can, in stolen bases. Cawthon takes another strike. This one on the inside part, 0-2. Cawthon, a junior for the Rams, now standing in, keeping the weight on the back foot. The 0-2 pitch taken high. A ball and 2 strikes. Cleary leads from first. Miles Parker holds the runner close. Bowie's stretch and pitch. Swung on and missed, and for the 2nd time in this game, Lance Cawthon going down on strikes. That's the 6th strikeout victim by the Rams against Billy Bowie in this game. One more shot for Berkmar. Rams set to close this one out. We hope they lead 5-3 as we head to the 7th. Newton County Ram baseball right here on Covington's radio station, WGFS AM 1430.
A personal computer should be as individual as the person who owns it. At America's Best Computers, that becomes a reality. The professionals at ABC believe personal computers should be easy to buy, set up, use, and maintain, and will help assess your personal and business needs and custom build the right system for you. No matter what type of system you need or what applications you may need, ABC offers affordable solutions. America's Best Computers is in Hunting Creek Plaza in Conyers. Call them at 785-6505, 785-6505.
Shop Henderson's Food Pride on Highway 36 in Covington. This week's specials include 2-liter Coke and Coke products, only 99 cents. 24-ounce bottle of Hunt's ketchup, 79 cents. Fresh ground beef, a low $1.29 a pound. Seal Test buttermilk, buy 1 quart, get 1 free, only 89 cents. And don't forget to clip our Kellogg's coupons in this week's Covington Shopper. Henderson's Food Pride, the kind of store you'd want us to be.
Are you tired of going to a drive-thru for lunch? For a hot and delicious meal, go to El Charro. Their lunch menu includes combinations of tacos, burritos, enchiladas, rice, beans, and more. For dinner, they have 18 special dinners, 22 combination dinners, dinners for 2, vegetarian dinners, and a large selection of beer, wines, and mixed drinks. El Charro is located on Elm Street in the Covington Corners Shopping Center in Covington and on Old Salem Road in Conyers.
And we are back from Riverside Park. There's a defensive change for the Rams here in the 7th. Chris Acox in center field. Here's how your defense looks. Cale Curtis in left, Chris Acox in center, Lance Shannon in right, Brian Moon at third base, Matthew Hires at short, Ryan Allen at second, Brent Johnson still at first as he re-enters the game after Cleary pinch hitting for him in the 6th. Sam Allen is your catcher, and on the mound to finish it out for the Newton County Rams, or so we hope, Matt Taylor. He'll be facing the top of the Berkmar order, Jason Back, Mike McAllister, Nick Curry, that is. Jason Back, the first batter, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Taylor has had his number in this game. First pitch is outside and back to the screen, 1-0. You hope that Taylor doesn't suffer from any nerves here, as it is the sub-region opener and a very exciting game. And the crowd noise picking up a couple of notches here as it's the 7th inning. This is typical sub-region ball for you. Crowd gets into it in the late innings. Here comes the 1-0 high, 2-0. Berkmar dugout making serious noise, and Sam Allen will go out to talk to Matt Taylor, settle him down just a little bit. It's 2-0 to Jason Back. Ram Baseball is brought to you in part by the Family Health Food Store. For all your nutritional supplements, go by the Family Health Food Store in Newton Plaza. Stay healthy with us at the Family Health Food Store. Now that we've got that quick word in, we can get back to the at-bat. Here is Jason Back, a left-handed batter, with a count of 2-0. Berkmar bench making noise again. Here comes the wind from Taylor in the pitch. Called strike. Outside corner, and over here on the Rams side, they all clap. And the count is 2-1. Every pitch, the crowd noise changes from side to side. 2-1 is low. And this time the Berkmar side makes noise, and the Ram fans thought that one should have been a strike. It's 3-1. Back being a leadoff hitter, you got to figure he has some speed, this guy here. The 3-1 pitch on the way, swung on and foul tipped, and the count goes full. And the 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out at the top of the 7th. The Rams lead by 2 in the sub-region opener against the Berkmar Patriots from Riverside Park. 3-2 pitch swung on and fouled off down the left field side, hits a tree down there and bounces out of play, and the count remains 3-2. Back stands back in, being protective. Here's the 3-2 pitch on the way. Called strike 3, outside corner, and the Ram fans happy with that one. Jason Back not happy, as is understandable. But Back is down on strikes, and he has had a bad one tonight, as Jason Back is 0 for 4. 4 strikeouts, 2 of them looking and 2 of them swinging. It will bring up Mike McAllister. McAllister is 1 for 3. Flight out to Judd Hall in center. He's grounded to the shortstop Hires, and he's also singled. Taylor trying to finish this one out. He's given up a total of 8 hits and 3 runs. There's a swing and a line drive into left field. Cale Curtis will watch it fall in front for a base hit. Rounding first is McAllister. He will hold up there with a single, and will be at first base with 1 down. So now Matt Taylor having to face the meat of this order with a runner at first base and 1 down, and we see a pinch runner at first. That is J.R. Vandertesh at first base. So Vandertesh coming in to pinch run for McAllister here in the 7th. He'll be at first base with 1 down. Vanderesh is his name, and he is at first. With 1 down, Nick Curry. 1 for 3 is the hitter. Taylor stretch, Checks the runner at first base. Here's his first pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the screen, 0-1. Important to win this first sub-region game. You'll establish some momentum by doing this. And the Rams would love to go 3-0 because in a quick sub-region schedule, you play your games almost one right after the other. The team that establishes momentum just like that can win 3 games. Of course, it goes the other way, too. They could quickly lose 3 games in a row. Pitch is low and outside from Taylor. It's 1-1. Rams play Clark Central on Wednesday here at Riverside Park. A great game to come and watch. If you haven't been to a game this year, come on out and watch the Rams and Clark Central Gladiators. Or next Monday, watch them play the South Gwinnett Comets. Another good matchup. There's a swing and a fly ball into left center field. Cale Curtis going back on it. Makes the catch. Good running catch from Cale Curtis. And the runner heads back to first base. Cale Curtis ranging into left center field. Making the catch up about eye level, just a little bit higher. A good play from Curtis, and 2 down. It's all up to Matt Edwards. This is not an easy out, folks. Matt Edwards is 2 for 3. He's reached on an error. He's singled and he's doubled. He's also scored a run. That was last inning. Berkmar scored 1 in the 4th and 2 more in inning number 6 to make it 5-3. Ram bats have gone quiet in the last 5 innings after scoring a 5 spot in the 2nd. Van Der Esch leading from first base. Taylor's first pitch is swung and lined into right field. It will be a base hit. Van Der Esch will hold up at second base. Snap throw over to second, and he is back there. Good play, though, from Lance Shannon, as Van Der Esch taking a couple of steps off the second base bag, but he is back safely. Jared Horner represents the potential go-ahead run at the plate. The potential tying run is at first base in the person of Matt Edwards. Couldn't ask for a more exciting sub-region opener. 5-3 Newton County, 2 runners on for Berkmar, but there are 2 down in the 7th. Matt Taylor has gone the entire way, looking to close it out. Horner standing in, swings and grounds the first pitch to Ryan Allen. Allen will go to first, and the ballgame Rams have won their sub-region opener by a final score of 5-3. We'll be back and wrap it up. Your happy news as the Rams move to 10-1 on the 1993 season. Back after this, Ram Baseball here on WGFS AM 1430.
Snapper announces its Great Price Fall, a national savings event that offers you a chance to bag a great deal. Coast to Coast Home and Auto in downtown Covington is now offering cash discounts, half-off accessories, and free financing on all Snapper walk mowers, riders, and tractors. Once you've bagged a great deal on your new Snapper, you can bag your leaves or mulch them for half price. That's right, take half off your choice of either a single bag grass catcher or a Ninja mulching kit, featuring the unmatched Ninja Blade. Then throw away your rake. You'll watch your leaves disappear as you mow. And with approved SNAP credit, you don't have to pay a cent until April. Interest-free. Ask your dealer for all the details. Act now. Get down to Coast Home and Auto in downtown Covington and get in on Snapper's Great Price Fall before it's too late. Get down to Coast Home and Auto on the square in downtown Covington.
Hair, skin, and nails for men. Essential nutrients formulated for a man's vital hair, healthy skin, and strong nails. Because today, more and more men are taking control of their own health and well-being. Hair, Skin, and Nails for Men by Future Biotics utilizes the latest developments in nutritional technology to provide the perfect foundation for a man's good health and well-being. To find out more about Hair, Skin, and Nails for Men and all your other nutritional supplements, go by the Family Health Food Store in Newton Plaza. When your tires are worn and looking forlorn, turn to Cooper Tires. Statham Tire of Covington and Conyers has just the right tire for you, like the Cooper Cobra GTS radial with raised white letters. This hot little number is designed to meet the ever-changing demands of performance tire buyers throughout the USA, and it's all American made and owned by Cooper. Ask for the Cooper Cobra GTS radial or any other quality Cooper tire to fit your particular driving needs at Statham Tires in Covington and Conyers. Compare American quality from Cooper. You'll be proud you did.
And we are back the final time from Riverside Park, Newton County High School on this Monday evening. Good news for the Rams. They open up their sub-region schedule with a victory as they defeat the Berkmar Patriots. Your final score in the game, Newton County 5, Berkmar 3. Your totals in the game for the Rams: 5 runs, 7 hits. They had 2 errors. They left 4 men on base. The winning pitcher is Matt Taylor. He goes 7 innings facing 32 batters, giving up 3 runs, 2 of them earned on 10 hits. He walked 1 and he struck out 7, going the entire way. for a complete game, and Matt Taylor has been the Ram ace. He's still undefeated in the 1994 season for the Berkmar Patriots. 3 runs, 10 hits, 3 runners, and they stranded 3 errors, I should say, and they stranded 8 runners on base. Billy Bowie for the Berkmar Patriots goes the entire way, facing 27 batters, giving up 5 runs, 2 earned on 2 walks. He gave up a total of 7 hits to the Newton County Rams. He walked 2, as we mentioned, and he struck out 6. The Rams moved to 10-1, 1-0 in sub-region play. Looks like it's going to be a good year for Ram baseball here in 1994. We'll check and see how they do this coming Wednesday as they take on the Clark Central Gladiators. And one final note, Lance Shannon in his return to the lineup went 1 for 3 with a couple of flyouts to the left fielder. His batting average coming into the game was .640, so I'm sure we'll see more continued good offensive production, and it's good to see Lance Shannon back in the Newton County order. Well, that'll do it from Riverside Park. For Bill Dolan, our fine executive producer, and a cast of thousands, Kevin Holden at Riverside Park. Again, your final score, a happy one from Riverside Park. Newton County 5, Berkmar 3. So long, everybody.